Can you hear me now? There we go. Welcome, 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 everybody. We are live on YouTube, getting ready to start the NBA 2K24. I am looking for something real fast, and then we're going to get going. Alright, hold on one sec, guys. We're going to get rolling. I'll give you the rules of the engagement here of what we're doing. And then off we go to the races. It's very exciting. Very, very exciting stream here. We will be simulating the Jordan era here in 2K. And so as I'm doing something here, the rules are simple. The computer simulates everything. They control everything. I control absolutely nothing. The computer will... Hello. The computer will simulate the games. The computer will simulate the trades. Everything. So we are at the whim, hold on, of the computer. And so that's what it is. We are starting at the Jordan era, which I believe is 1991. And all right, bingo. And that's where we're at. So there it is, November 29th, 1991 is where we're at. So the main team that we're going to watch, of course, is the Chicago Bulls, because it is officially Michael Jordan's era. But as we quickly go through the rosters, just so that everybody is aware of where we're starting. Okay. Thank you. As you can see, the Bulls, Michael Jordan, Pippen, Grant. Cleveland Cavaliers, Mark Price, Doherty, Nance Williams, Elo. Larry Bird is still in the Celtics. Clippers have a very familiar role of Doc Rivers. Hawks have Dominique Wilkins. Glenn Rice is on the Miami Heat. Larry Johnson still on the Charlotte Hornets. Utah Jazz with Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Malone. Sacramento Kings with Mitch Williams, or Richmond. Patrick Ewing in the Knicks. Mark Jackson, John Starks, Charles Oakley. Lakers have James Worthy, Magic Johnson at the tail end of his career here. He's already 32, as you can see. The Magic do not have Shaquille O'Neal yet. Shaquille is coming. However, will Shaquille O'Neal be an Orlando Magic? That's one of the best parts of streaming, is you never know, or I'm sorry, simulating. You never know where the guys will go. Dallas Mavericks. That's Mutombo over in Denver. Pacers. The Bad Boys. The Detroit Pistons. Isaiah Dumars. A young Dennis Rodman. Well, at 30. Not so young. Hakeem Olajuwon in the Rockets. David Robinson in the Spurs. The Phoenix Suns. They'll have their men. The Seattle Supersonics, which of course turned into the Oklahoma City Thunder. But Seattle was a fantastic team back in the day. There's the Timberwolves, the Blazers with Clyde Drexler, the Golden State Warriors with Chris Mullin and Tim Hardaway. And we're back to Chicago. A young 28-year-old Michael Jordan. All right, so this is how we're going to work. This is how this will work. We will simulate the season, and then we'll get right into we will get into what the playoffs will look like. We will simulate the playoffs, obviously, and then we will get to the finals and see who wins the finals that way. And then that is how it will go. And then we'll get through as many as we can. And we will stop. We will stop at the beginning of the Kobe era, and we'll start that at another time. All right? So that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I am going to we're going to simulate let's simulate till January 1st of 1993. And then we will check out the records and see where we are with that. I am trying to update something as well, so give me a little bit of time here. All right, there we go. Much better. Much better. All right, let me just check my microphone out. All right, there we go. I don't want to come off too loud, too obnoxious. All right, so am I good there? Can everybody hear me? All right, so am I good there? Can everybody hear me? Oh my God, I hate my voice. All right, let's do that. All right, so as of January 1st, 1992. All right, so the Eastern Conference are the Bulls, 22-6, the Knicks at 16-10, the Cavaliers at 21-7. Are these not in? Cavaliers should be. Interesting. Boston at 12-17. And in the Western Conference, Utah Jazz at 29-2. Holy shoot. Better than the Bulls at this point. The Lakers at 19-10. All right. Let us Simulate to April 1st. And then while we're simulating, let's grab my handy dandy notebook here so we can make our notes. And then what I will do is I will make my notes, and then I will publish what we did and what we found at a later time so we can relive this moment. Now the computer will handle everything. We are not doing anything. We are just here to watch and see what our come up with. All right, on April 1st, 1992. Cleveland Cavaliers have clinched playoff berth with a 55-16 record. The Knicks have clinched the division, and the Bulls have clinched playoff berth for the East. For the West, the Jazz have clinched the division. Portland, Lakers, Seattle, and Phoenix have all clinched a playoff berth. So the playoffs are starting to take shape here in April. So let's look at the playoff picture. The Cavaliers have 11 games left. Could be very interesting. And in the West, the Utah Jazz have 10 games left. Very interesting. Let's clinch to the end of the year. We'll simulate the regular season now. And as we can see, the Bulls lost a big game there on April 14th against Cleveland. All right, here we go. In 1991. I'm sorry, the 1992 awards. So this is how we're going to do this. I'm just going to write this down on paper. So in 1992, the MVP was Jordan. Rookie of the Year was Larry Johnson. Defensive Player of the Year was David Robinson. Purse Elson won the Most Improved Player. Jerry Sloan won Coach of the Year. Executive of the Year was the Utah Jazz. The Jazz must be the top team in the league, though they are 70-12. Jordan, Drexler, Malone, Pippen, and Ewing are all on the NBA first team. The NBA second team, Hardaway, Stockton, Wilkins, Kemp, Robinson, and Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Larry Johnson, Derek Coleman, Purvis, Elson is the all-NBA third team. Jordan gets onto the all-defensive first team. And such. Combo is injured. So here is the playoffs for the 1992 season. The Cavaliers have the number 1 seed. The Bulls have the 3rd seed. And in the West, the Jazz have the number 1 seed. So let's see. We'll simulate the first round. The the Golden State Warriors have been eliminated. Supersonics, the Hugh Rockets, Bullets, Pistons, the Hawks, and the Pacers, and the Spurs. So here is the next round. It's the Jazz and the Suns, Trailblazers and the Lakers, the Cavaliers and the Hornets, and the Knicks and the Bulls. Simulate the next round. The Knicks have been eliminated by the Bulls. They were swept. The Suns lost. The Lakers have been eliminated. And the Cavaliers have been eliminated. So there's our first kind of an upset there, in my mind. All right. Simulating the Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals. Hornets have been eliminated. The Bulls are in the finals, and the Jazz have been eliminated. So that sets up a Trailblazers Bulls final. So the 92 finals, as I'm writing it down, which is why you're seeing my big forehead, is Portland versus Chicago. Game 1 will go to the Blazers. 120 to 107, as you can see. Game 2 goes to the Blazers, 116 to 96. Game 3 goes to the Blazers. Will the Blazers sweep the Chicago Bulls? Game 4. The Blazers beat Chicago 4-0 to become the champion. And the finals MVP is Clyde Drexler. All right. So the first season down in the Jordan era did not go the way Jordan wanted it to. He is now 0-1 in the finals. As you can see, during now this time, we will see the retirements. Moses Malone is the only notable name that I'm noticing. Okay. Doesn't it tell you what he did? I guess not. I thought it tells you like his progression, relationship, overview, ambition, career stats. Award history. There we go. That's what I like to see. As you can see, Moses Malone was a one-time NBA champion, three-time MVP, one-time Finals MVP. He was a 12-time All-Star, 4 first-team All-NBA, and 4 second-team NBA. Of course, he will be missed here in 1992. Hall of Fame inductees, of course, Moses Malone, the only one that we really need to look at. Let's go to the draft lottery. I really enjoy doing these things. There we go. So there you can see the 11 teams vying for the first pick here in 92. 76ers, Magic, Timberwolves, Mavericks, Kings, Bucks, Nuggets, Heat, Celtics, Clippers, and the Nuggets. So number 11 goes to the Denver Nuggets. The 10th pick goes to the Clippers. The 9th pick goes to the Boston Celtics. The 8th pick projected to go to the Heat, and it will go to the Miami Heat. The 7th pick is projected to go to Denver, and it will go to the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks have the 7th pick. Sacramento Kings is projected to get the 6th pick, and it will go to the Dallas Mavericks. Kings now are in the top 3, according to this reporter. The Timberwolves are projected to go to the 5th pick, and they get the 5th pick. The Magic projected to go 4th. Their spot will be, the 4th spot will go to the 76ers. 3 teams left. The Magic projected to get number 3, but the 3rd pick goes to the Sacramento Kings. Magic and the Nuggets. The 2nd pick in the draft is projected to go to hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Projected to go to the Orlando Magic. The 2nd pick will go to the Denver Nuggets, which means that the Orlando Magic will grab the 1st pick in the 1992 draft. And there you can see it. See the whole draft lottery now for 1992. So now let's go to the draft. The very first pick, the Orlando Magic select Shaquille O'Neal. So Shaq, in real life, went to the Magic, and in simulation land, he lands into the Magic. The Nuggets will pick Tom Gugliotta. The Kings, we're just going to do like the top 10 picks or so. Alonzo Mourning is a Sacramento King. He was, I think, drafted by the Miami Heat in real life, but in simulation land, he is a Sacramento King. 76ers pick Brandon Thurman. The Timberwolves will get Jim Jackson. The Mavericks will draft Christian Laettner. The Bucks gets LaFonso Ellis. The Heat pick up Jesse Rivers. The Celtics get Rick Wolf. And the Los Angeles Clippers in the 10th pick will get... Oh, they're traded. They traded to the Charlotte Hornets. So Charlotte now picks up Kurt Lewis. Once again, very interesting with simulation. Let's sim to the end. Once you simulate, it's really interesting on how you can figure things out. There you go. But for the top 5, which is kind of where we thought everything would go, O'Neal goes to the Magic. The Nuggets get Tom Gugliotta. The Kings get Alonzo Mourning. And the Mavericks get Christian Leitner. It'll be very interesting to see how this all plays out in the new year. All right. Signed for the new season, and we will get started. We will also check out the trades. We will use the 93 draft, of course. So let's see. Was there any kind of trading? These menus are paying the transaction history. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we had a bunch of trades, which is once again what we do. This is what simulation is. So we knew about the Clippers Hornets trade. Just trying to do a quick little. Nothing really new, nothing really exciting. We go from there. And we go from there. All right. So now we have started the 1992 team. And now the 1992 season. And let's go to January 1st. And see how we start off. As we can see, the Bulls off to a fast start here. They are 8-2 through 10. And we'll kind of see where they go from here. They're on a little revenge tour, I think. 17-5 already as I looked up, and we are ending 1992, where they will have a 24-6 record. Why am I picking with Chicago? Because it is the Jordan era. The Bulls at 24-6, the Jets, Hornets, Cavs round out the top four for the East, and for the West, the defending champs, the Trailblazers, Utah Jazz, Lakers, and the Supersonics round for the top five there. January now, let's go all the way to April. And we'll see where that goes. As you can see, very interesting. The Bulls are dominating in the league so far. Through 37, they are 30-7. As we finish up January. Trade deadline, I'm not simulating or stopping the simulation. Excuse me. Beat the Cavaliers there, 38-13, as we come up in mid-February here. We're cruising. We are not going to, no contract extensions. The computer will handle all that. 48-14 as we move forward. 50 games here in March for the Bulls. As we get to April, 55-18 is the record. Let's check out the playoff picture. The Bulls have already clinched the playoff berth. Celtics are right there, but the Cavaliers, Hornets, and the Atlanta Hawks have clinched as well. And in the West, you can see the list of teams. Portland, San Antonio, Lakers, Jazz, Seattle, and Golden State have all clinched as well. Let's get to the rest of the year and see where we go. This is now year 2 of the Jordan era. And once again, the MVP is Michael Jordan. And once again, I am writing this down. So if my head goes down, it's not that I'm getting sick or anything. Rookie of the year is Shaq, like there was a doubt. Sixth man of the year was Eric Murdoch. The defensive player of the year is David Robinson again. Most improved player was D. Brown. Coach of the year is Rick Edelman for the Blazers. Executive of the Year is Tyron Lynch in Chicago. Jordan once again gets the All-Star team, the All-American, All-NBA first team. We don't need to look at all those again. All right, here are the playoffs. Some things different, some things that change. Cavaliers dropped to the 3rd spot. The Bulls are back at number 1. Portland at number 1, but they take on Houston in the first round. Speaking of that round, let's simulate that first round. Eliminations are coming in. Excuse me. All right, some first things of note. I note. Blazers and the Bulls both swept. I see the Cavaliers defeat the New Jersey Nets. The Orlando Magic, hold on, I have to get rid of this circle. The Orlando Magic lost in a game 5 to Boston, which is very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. All right, let's go to the next round. Celtics were eliminated by the Cavaliers. The defending champions have been eliminated by Seattle. Hornets defeated the Bulls. And the Phoenix Suns have been eliminated. So, the Eastern and Western Conference Finals are the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls, and the Lakers and the Seattle Supersonics. Very interesting. So let's simulate the round. The Cavaliers have been eliminated, which means the Bulls are back in the finals, and the Supersonics have been eliminated, leaving the Lakers in the finals. Just like we did last time, round 1. Oh, we just swept through the freaking round. I hit the wrong button. Chicago Bulls. So the 93 finals was LA versus Chicago. Chicago won 4-1. And Jordan is your finals MVP. So Jordan has won his first title right here in 1993. Should override it. So there it is. The Bulls beat the Lakers 4-1. Retirements. Robert Parrish. Jesus. Why am I hitting about the wrong button? Robert Parrish was a 3-time champion. 9-time All-Star. And Bill Cartwright was a 1-time champion in 91. Now we're going to go to the draft lottery. As you can see, there are the top 11 teams, or the bottom 11 teams. Number 11, projected for the Nuggets, will be the Denver Nuggets. And as we're looking from the reporter, I like to use this now knowledge something. Last year, the Nuggets picked 2nd, and they got Tom Gugliotta. The Detroit Pistons have the projected 10th pick, but the 10th pick will go to the Detroit Pistons. free agency of Dennis Rodman this year. So now we will see Dennis Rodman in real life. Right? He went to the Bulls this year, if I remember correctly. So we're going to see now if he goes to the Bulls or does he go to another team, and this is where history starts changing. The 9th pick is projected to go to the Pacers, and the Pacers will get the 9th pick again. The Kings are projected for the 8th pick, and they will get the 8th pick. The Knicks, a new team in the top 11 from last year at least, projected to get the 7th pick. The 7th pick goes to, the New York Knicks will get the 7th pick. The Bucks are projected to get the 6th pick. The 6th pick will go to the Bucks. So far, everything that's been projected has happened. Mavericks getting the 5th. The Clippers changed things in the 5th pick, and the Clippers will get the 5th pick. Heat and the Mavericks are in the top 3, according to this reporter. The winner of the 4th pick is the Timberwolves. Remember, last year they selected Jim Jackson. The top 3 now. The 3rd pick goes to Dallas. Heat and the 76ers now. So the Heat with the 2nd pick, they will get the 2nd pick, which means the 76ers will get the number 1 pick. And there you can see the draft for this year. All right. Let's check out the draft now. All right. 76ers are on the clock. The number 1 pick is Chris Webber. Chris Webber will go to the Philadelphia 76ers. The Miami Heat are now on the draft. They're on the clock. Penny Hardaway goes to Miami. He was an Orlando Magic back in the day. This is going to be very, very, very dangerous for the Miami Heat if Penny turns out the way he turned out years ago. Dallas is now on the clock. They get Maurice Bridges. I'm just going to turn on automatic to just pick up a little pace here. Timberwolves will get Vin Baker. Once again, we'll just go to the top 10. We'll go from there. Jamal Mashburn goes to the Clippers. The Bucks gets Irvin Lynch. The Knicks will get Byron Russell. Very another dangerous. Sacramento Kings will get Stephen Cage. And the Pacers are going to get Isaiah Ryder. And in the 10th pick, the last one that we will do, Dale Brand will go to the Pistons. Webber, Hardaway are the first 2. And that should be very interesting. All right. Let's go to the next year. And we will go from there. We are starting year 3 of the Jordan era. And so far, Portland and Chicago was our year 1 finals. Portland won. Lakers, Chicago was our year 2 finals. Michael Jordan and the Bulls won that one. So now we start the year 3, the 1993 season. Let's see. Trades. Let's see if anything of next trade, John Oakley or Charles Oakley for John Williams. I'm just trying to pick out names that have popped out to me. All right, and that's it. Not much in the trade route. All right, let's simulate this whole season, and we will go from there. Bulls starting off kind of slow. They were 5-4 for a minute. Now we're 10-7. So we're not as dominating as we are used to. Although now they're starting to break apart a little bit. Maybe there was an injury somewhere in there. Maybe there was something going on. There we go. 25-8 now. 25-9. Going from there. Nope. Very interesting so far in this series. Very, very interesting. Some new players are in new homes. Some of the players are still in their old homes. So it's a very interesting way of starting. What we plan to do in this series is start from the Jordan era and work to the modern era. So we will see we will play through the Kobe era, we'll play through the LeBron era, and we'll play through the modern era. So we'll see what happens. All right. MVP goes once again to Michael Jordan. He is now 3 for 3 in his own era. Rookie of the Year goes to Chris Webber. Muggsy Bogues is the 6th Man of the Year, who is a Blazer. The Defensive Player of the Year is a 3-time winner, David Robinson. Does anybody else play defense in the league? Most Improved is Donald Hodge. Coach of the Year, Lou Burton for the Hornets. And Jamie Eldridge from the Hornets are the Executive of the Year. Are the Hornets... Let's see, they had a 66-16 record. The first team is Jordan. Kind of the same guys, back and forth. And here are the playoffs. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Interesting. Portland dropped to number 6. Utah Jazz back at number 1. Charlotte at number 1. Chicago dropped to number 3. Magic number 8. Or 7, I'm sorry, 7. Simulate the first round. The Atlanta Hawks have eliminated the defending champions and Michael Jordan. I didn't think I'd see it so early in the simulation, but Michael Jordan and the Bulls have been bounced in the first round of the playoffs. Simulation's a funny thing. Portland Trail Blazers are gone as well. Pistons. Cavaliers are gone. The Rockets are gone. Seattle's gone. Golden State and the Magic. Once again, Shaquille O'Neal and the Magic bounced. We are looking at a new champion. Nuggets gone. Celtics gone. The defending Western Conference champions gone. And the Hawks are gone. Very, very, very interesting Jazz and the Spurs. Hornets and the Nets. This might be the first round of the first finals. We may actually watch a game. We may. We may do it, guys. Nets, gone. Spurs, gone. Which means your NBA finals are the Charlotte Hornets versus the Utah Jazz. Oh boy. Very interesting in the finals. Simulate game. Game 1 goes to the Hornets. Game 2 goes to the Hornets. Uh-oh. Game 3 goes to the Hornets. We are simulating Game 4. We are trying to get to, will the Hornets pull off the sweep here in 94? Or can the Jazz force a Game 5? End of the first. 31-17, Charlotte. Charlotte pulling it up. Utah starting to come back. 5-point lead. Charlotte starting to pull away, up by 11. Charlotte now double digits. Put up 66 in the first half. Who was on this team? Isn't this is this Alonzo Mourning? Guys? Man. Yeah, starting to pull away. Yeah, we can watch the last couple minutes here, or the last couple seconds, I should say. One second left. Up by 20. Oh my. Here we go. Oh my. Camera, Camera 94 sucked. And that'll do it.
Three-point land. Misses the shot. And they've done it. The Charlotte Hornets have won the NBA championship. Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game, you've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. With all full credit to the visitors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even if they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, that does not take anything away from the satisfaction.
Now, let's take you to the presentation of the Larry O'Brien Trophy. NBA Commissioner doing the honors.
Was that Larry Johnson? So there you go, the Hornets. And Larry Johnson is the finals MVP. All right. There you go, guys. And we move on. Player retirements. Danny Ainge. Yeah, I think we're good wherever. Draft lottery. There we see the top 11, the bottom 11 again. Here we go. Welcome to the 1994 draft lottery. Year 4 of the Jordan era. Your champions have been the Trailblazers, the Chicago Bulls, and the Charlotte Hornets, if you're just tuning in. We're just going to put autoplay on there for right now. The 11th pick will go to the Washington Bullets. The 10th pick will go to the Miami Heat. The Heat, of course, picked up Penny Hardaway last year. The 9th pick is going to go to the New York Knicks. The Knicks have 2 picks, the 9th and the 15th. So far, everything is holding to par, as the reporter says. The Phoenix Suns get the 8th pick, as projected. So, he will continue that. The 7th pick will go to the Indiana Pacers. So far, so good. So far, we're doing right down the line. Exactly what we're saying. 6th pick is going to go to Sacramento Kings. So far, the bottom 6 picks, whatever. As you can see, the Kings haven't had a winning record in 11 years. The 5th pick goes to the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's our first change. The Bucks get the 5th pick. The 4th pick will go to I'm going to call Dallas Mavericks. Yep, there it is. Dallas. Dallas gets the 4th pick. And there's 3 guys left. 3 teams left. The number 3 pick goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, which means that there is 2 teams left. 76ers and the Clippers are left. Who is going to get the number 1 pick here in 1994? The Clippers get the number 2 pick. Which means, once again, the Philadelphia 76ers will get the number 1 pick. I believe they've had the pick many times so far in this simulation. And still, I don't even think have made the playoffs yet. There you can see the picks right there. 76ers, Clippers, and the Timberwolves. 1, 2, and 3. Bulls get the 26th pick. The defending champions, the Charlotte Hornets, get the 27th pick. And their opponent, the Utah Jazz, get the 25th pick. The NBA draft. Whoops. Fudge. Hit the wrong button. Hold on. There we go. Just trying to rush, getting all fucked up. All right, the NBA draft is ready to roll. The number 1 pick for the 76ers is Glenn Robinson. Glenn Robinson with the number 1 pick. The number 2 pick for the Clippers get Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is a Clipper. Minnesota Timberwolves are going to get Grant Hill. Number 4 is Eddie Jones. He will be a Dallas Maverick. The Milwaukee Bucks will get Carl Murray. Or Murray, whatever. Number 6. Oh, there's a trade. Sacramento will trade with the Clippers. So which means the Clippers are now on the clock. And they pick up Donyell Marshall. Indiana Pacers are on the clock. They get Greg Richmond. The Suns are on the clock, and they will pick up Dwan Howard. Wow, Dwan Howard dropped down to number 8. Number 9 goes to the Knicks. And they will trade. They have another trade. The Knicks will trade for Steve Smith, which means Miami now has back-to-back. They pick Edmund Bonner. And in the number 10th spot, it's the Heat again. And the Heat will pick Jack Thorpe. Moving forward. Very exciting, very interesting that the Knicks would trade to the Heat back-to-back picks. But we'll go from there. But Glenn Robinson, 76ers. Jason Kidd is a Clipper. Grant Hill is a Timberwolf. Isn't simulation fantastic? So we've already got a lot of interesting things here. We've already got the very interesting finals here last year. The Hornets and the Jazz were using the 95 draft. Let's do what we always do. Transaction for trades. Once again, Steve Smith went to the Knicks. Danny Manning went to the Kings. Rick Smits left the Pacers, now in Phoenix. Anything else that's exciting? No. Nothing that I'm seeing. Why are we on the Jazz? We are on the defending champions, which are the Hornets. And we will now simulate all the games in the regular season again. And let's see where we're starting to take some shape. As you can see, the Cavaliers right there on November 29th and on November 14th, they've started to change logos. So things are starting to happen. 24-9 are the Hornets so far for the year. I'm just noticing some things here. No, we're not going to simulate. I think after this particular season, including the playoffs and the finals, we're going to take a quick bathroom break. Been going for about an hour, and we've done I've done 4 years so far, which is fantastic. (62-15) for the defending NBA Finals champion. Here are the awards again. MVP, four-time Michael Jordan. The Rookie of the Year is Jason Kidd. Muggsy Bogues is the 6th Man of the Year. The Defensive Player of the Year is David Robinson. Nobody else plays defense, just David Robinson. Most improved is Calbert Chaney from the Jazz. Brad Nelson, once again, Coach of the Year, and Jamie Eldridge, of course, back-to-back Executive of the Year. 65-17 they are. Jordan with the all of NBA first team. And we go from there. Playoffs kind of look like it did last year. Some teams out. Philadelphia is in the mix now. and Detroit are in the mix. The Cavaliers are out on the East. I also noticed that Orlando, God, if I can talk, Orlando hit the number 2 seed this year for the East. For the West, the Lakers are not in there, as I'm noticing. San Antonio's in there, the 6th seed. All right, very interesting, as the league is starting to change. Sonic's gone. Pistons gone. Pacers gone. Warriors gone. Clippers gone. Houston gone. Once again, for the second time in a row, the Chicago Bulls are eliminated. They were eliminated by that upstart 76ers squad. Heat gone as well. So let's simulate the second round. Spurs, once again, sorry, David Robinson, Defensive Player of the Year, but you're gone. 76ers are gone. Kings are gone, and the Nets are gone. The Utah Jazz versus the Portland Trail Blazers in the West. Charlotte and the Magic in the East. 1 and 2 for both divisions, both conferences, I should say. 1 and 2. Who's going to the finals? Jazz. Last year's Western Conference Finals champion, Western Conference champion, gone. And the Magic are gone. So here we go, the Hornets and the Blazers. So this is the 95 finals. So once again, we got Charlotte versus Portland. Hopefully this is a little bit more exciting. So far, our finals have been absolutely terrible. First one was 4-0. Portland beat Chicago. Then Chicago beat the Lakers 4-1. Last year, Charlotte beat the Jazz 4-0. Hopefully this will be a little bit more exciting. We can simulate some more stuff. First game goes to the Hornets. Second game goes to the Blazers. We're already doing better, guys. Game 2 goes to the Blazers. Or game 3, I'm sorry. Game 4 goes to the Hornets. Game 5 to the Hornets. Game 6 now. Can Charlotte pull a back-to-back? Up 8-4 early in the first quarter. Hornets starting to pull away. Here we go. First quarter, 36-17. Well, the Hornets. Maybe the Hornets is going to be the team of the 90s. Maybe it's not going to be the Chicago Bulls. It's going to be the Charlotte Hornets. Can't believe I'm saying that. Growing up in the 90s, the Hornets were not nearly as good as they were right here in 2K, but that's what makes simulation so kick-ass. 64-52 halftime. Charlotte's starting to pull away, up by 15 now. Yeah, third quarter's quickly coming to an end, and Charlotte is pulling away. I'm pretty confident that Charlotte will be the champion. Ah, shit. All right, Charlotte won. And once again, MVP. It's Larry Johnson. Who I can honestly tell you, I always liked Larry Johnson. But we actually had a finals at 4-2. All right. We are going to start year 5 of this beautiful simulation so far. I'm going to take a quick, 5-minute break real fast. Go potty. Get another drink. And then when we come back, we will start the 5th year of the Jordan era. Excuse me. 5th year of the Jordan era, where Jordan's only won 1 title so far, guys. Jordan era is stalling. And the Charlotte Hornets are looking for a three-peat. So what do I want to say here? I'm writing this on the paper. Year 5. This is the 1996 season. We got MVP. We got the Rookie of the Year. We got the Defensive Player of the Year. We have the Finals. And then the Finals MVP. All right. As we set up for break real fast, why don't you check out the retirements? And we will go from there. All right. Just give me about 5 minutes or so. All right. See you guys in just 5 minutes or so as we start year 5 of the Jordan era. Hang tight. Okay, fans, we are back. Larry Bird, finally retired. 3-time champion, 3-time MVP, 2-time Finals MVP, 13 All-Star. So you can see that. Draft lottery. You can see the top 11. Well, I don't know. The bottom 11, top 11. How do you want to say that? There's the 11 teams that are going to get into the lottery. We'll just keep the autoplay on. We can watch it. Toronto Raptors are an expansion team, along with here the Vancouver Grizzlies. So we have to remember that. Raptors and the Grizzlies are brand new this year. Third pick goes to the Suns. So it means it's what, the Mavericks and the Cavaliers here in 96? Cavaliers and the Mavericks. Who get the number 2 picks? Mavericks, which means Cleveland will get the number 1 pick here in 1996. Very interesting. The 1995 draft goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Very interesting. Cavs, Mavs, Suns. Cavs, Mavs, Saints is what I was going to say. Here's the draft. Here we go. Cavaliers choose Kevin Garnett. Wow. Very interesting. This Dallas picks Damian Stoudemire. The Suns get Joe Smith. Vancouver Grizzlies get Jerry Stackhouse. The Toronto Raptors get a trade. So Toronto is a newly expansion team in this league in 95. And now they trade with Atlanta for Dominique Wilkins. So that means the Hawks now are picking, and they pick Michael Finley. The Knicks are on the clock. The Knicks choose another trade. And the Knicks, they trade with Cleveland for Nance and Elo. So it means the Cavaliers are back on the clock, and they get Terrence Carter. The Bucks are now on the clock. They get Bryant Reeves. The Timberwolves are on the clock, and they trade. They are going to trade with the Washington Bullets. So the Bullets are now on the clock for the 8th pick, and they get Antonio McDyess. The Lakers get Brett Barry, and the Atlanta Hawks get Michael Owens. So now we can kind of simulate to the end. Very interesting in this simulation. The Cleveland Cavaliers moved up. So they have the 1 and the 6th pick. Very interesting. And now we're going to go to the next season. Charlotte is still our champ. Charlotte is still the champion, so we will follow Charlotte to the very end. We will simulate the regular season. Here we go. So now let's see how this season's going to hit. The defending champions are already 11-4. Let's see now what's the Jordan era was going to be. The Jordan the last 2 years have been bounced out of the playoffs. They have been out of the playoffs since they won the finals back in year 2 of the simulation. Or year 2 of the Jordan era, I should say. Uh-oh. What's going on? We're slowing down. There we go. $34-8 at the trade deadline. At the contract extension, they are 44-13. Man, 52-15. Jesus. Charlotte Hornets are becoming the dynasty team of the 90s, I think. The Jordan era should be the Larry Johnson era. All right, here we go. MVP is Shaquille O'Neal, the 4-time winner. Michael Jordan has been dethroned by Shaq. Kevin Garnett is the Rookie of the Year. Lionel Simmons is the 6th man. Kevin Garnett is the Defensive Player of the Year. Reggie Jones is the Most Improved Player from the newly Vancouver Grizzlies. Jerry Sloan is Coach of the Year, and Douglas Haywood from the Jazz is the Executive of the Year. So I'm assuming, did Michael get hurt this year, I'm wondering? Because he's usually in the All-Star team, but he's in the second team. We'll see. All right, before we check out the playoffs, sorry, just Fox. Okay. Player stats. This will tell me how many games he played. He played all 82. All right. Well, maybe he just had an off season. They're the 5th seed, the Chicago Bulls. Charlotte is still the number 1 seed. And on the opposite side, The Utah Jazz are the number 1 seed. Portland is the 2nd seed. As we can see, some new teams have entered. Mavericks are in for the West, and in the East, the Knicks finally make it to the playoffs. And that's about it for newness. Simulate the first round. Heat are gone, which means the Bulls finally make it to the second round. After 2 years, the Rockets are out. The Cavaliers have been eliminated by the Orlando Magic. Knicks are gone. Sonics are gone. 76ers are gone. Mavericks are gone. Kings are gone. So we've now hit our top 8. Spurs. Oh, man. David Robinson, man. It's gone again. The Nets are gone. Jets. Clippers are gone. And the Hornets, the 2-time defending NBA champions working on a three-peat, have been eliminated by those Bulls. All right. Jazz and Portland versus Orlando and Chicago. Portland and the Jazz have had a stranglehold, except that 1 year that the Lakers went to the finals. They've really had a stranglehold on the West. Jazz have been eliminated, and the Bulls have been eliminated. So the finals are Portland versus Orlando. Very interesting. Let's make sure I do this right. Game 1 goes to the Magic. Game 2 goes to the Magic. Game 3 to the Magic. Can we force a Game 4? Or will the Magic win again? The East is on a 1-2-3 finals. It's on a 3 final win streak. Bulls, Hornets. Portland back in the finals since last year, losing 4-2 to Charlotte. Orlando, first time in the finals in the Jordan era. 33-21 at the end of the first. Portland pulling away, up by 15. Let's just move it around a little faster here. I'm pretty sure we will have a Game 5. Game 5 here live. This could be very interesting. We could have a Game 7 for the first time in the Jordan era. (25-22) Portland. Very close. This has been a very good finals so far. Got my finger on the button just in case. Magic starting to pull away, but Portland... Oh. We might have to watch this one, gentlemen. Oh, boy. Stop. 1 minute, 30 seconds left, 105, 105. Can Portland. God, TV is ridiculous.
.129 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Scott. Passes it to Sky.
Shaq's not even on the field?
To take the lead. Anderson can't get it to go. And for Portland, they're shooting extremely well here late, around 61% in the fourth. Here's Drexler, and finished off by Drexler.
In a clutch situation, Drexler embraces the challenge and works twice as hard to find the bucket.
Jackson kicks to Scott. 51 seconds left in the game. Clyde Drexler grabs the
Where's
miss.
Shaq? Why is Shaq not on
This is the type of shot they want. Coming up empty there, but I won't be shocked if they try to go back to this.
Talking about much in the clutch. Great to see him come through right there.
Big-time shot for sure. That's got to help his confidence as well as his team's.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 4. 40 seconds left in the fourth. Williams, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. McKee comes in for Bowes. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Matt Lucas
I gotta
coaching his
get
team
Shaq
during
in
that
there.
break. He begged his players to keep it simple
Unless
out
he's
there.
hurt.
He told them one possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being aggressive defensively. We'll see if they can follow that game plan. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Hold on. Is Shaq hurt? Why is Shaq not playing? I don't understand. Oh, he fouled out.
40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's
He
the pass
fouled
to
out.
Scott. Over to the wing. From 18 feet away. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Skiles isn't a guy that'll back down from a big moment.
And here are the Trailblazers now. And you can bet they'll take some time, Clark, with this possession.
Manage the game by managing the clock. He has been in some kind of groove here lately, really cooking on the offensive end.
Yep, this is exactly what we saw from him in their last game. Lots of confidence.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're
We're just
trailing
going
by
to
4.
bypass the timeout.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
So Shaq fouled out in game 5.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're behind by 4. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
All right, here we go.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
I believe.
Anderson.
Yep. Checking the score here. 111-107.
Outside. Plenty of space. Money.
111-109.
Machine. Skiles has such a gift for finding the holes in the defense.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Hey, that's the right move. You can't allow them to milk the clock here.
Yeah, all they can do is send him to the line and hope for some misses.
So it's 111-109.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
You've got to appreciate how calm Porter is. Even in tense moments, he knows how to keep his cool.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Big free throws there, making this a 2-possession game.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Hey, the strategy is simple. Get a quick score.
Portland scores again, or
That's gotta be their mindset.
Orlando misses the shot. Will simulate through them. So I'm going to go with the fact that Portland will win this one. And then we'll go to game 6. Maybe we'll have better luck with Shaq. It's insane. Here we go.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Oh.
It's money from deep.
Deadly from 3-point range. Scott,
What is it now? 112, 113.
Scott, someone you just cannot allow clean looks to.
And they're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Well, I think the foul was his only option to stop the clock. However, this is
Clyde
not a
Drexler,
guy that you want at the line.
Terry Porter
Yeah, he did what he had to do.
to the line.
You can't just hope the ball gets past the weaker shooter.
He gets the first, and that will put
Blazers
them up
up
by
2.
2.
There's a toughness Porter brings to this team, physically and mentally.
So he gets them both, and it's a
Portland up
3-point
3.
game.
And they needed those free throws right here. At worst, the opposition ties it with a 3 now.
For the 3.
So it's already a tie game.
Misses
No tie.
the tray.
I think they'll be looking to tie it up with a big three-pointer here.
And the defense knows it. So their focus will be on the perimeter as well.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
They had the strip. Clyde Drexler.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
4-point lead, I'm pretty sure.
When it matters
He's got a
most
game
in the
6
clutch.
coming.
All eyes are on him.
And so both free
There it
throws
is.
are good. And it's a 5-point game.
That is how you end it. Sink them all. Don't leave any doubt.
And so
Nope,
it's
nothing
Portland
there.
winning this one. And that concludes.
All right, so we got a game 6. This is a very exciting finals here. Oh, did it not take? Son of a gun. Well, looks like. Shit, guys, sorry. I thought it took game 6. All right, here we go. Game 6. Game 6 live in Orlando. Man, I'm telling you. All right, here we go. Magic up 20-19. Coming to the end of the first. We are back and forth. This has been a great finals. This has been one of the best finals so far in the Jordan era simulation tonight. I mean, if this is game 6, can you imagine what game 7 is going to be? 31-31 tie at the end of the first quarter. We are cruising. Let me just... All right, we're getting to the end of the game. Magic's starting to pull away. Love how, like, you ask a question and I never tell you the answer. All right. Well, the Magic pull away. Blazers now down by 6. Oh. You gotta be freaking kidding me. All right, here we go. 1 minute 1 minute 48 seconds left. Game 6. Oh man.
We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. And Anderson has it in the corner. Over McKee. Oh, and they take the lead. Anderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not one to shy away from delivering in big moments. Anderson embraces taking and making the important shots.
Offensive rebound. That one drops for him. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Look at Cycli showing up, determined to get his team some much-needed points.
Pass to Skiles.
Oh, for 3.
That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him.
Hold on 1 second, guys. While we figure this out, let me... All right, no, that's not what I wanted. Hold on.
Going up for the alley-oop.
All right, I'm up here now.
Alley-oop pass and dunks
And now
it
we
down.
can see the score.
Putting that height to work. Cycli rises up to convert.
Now I
off
got to
the
start
line.
going. Not up here. I got to go down.
Jackson looking around.
All right,
Anderson
now we can
against
see the score. We
McKee.
can see the clock. Everything looks a little better.
Houston, the pass to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
With everything on the line, cash money right there.
Well, if he's feeling the
Like a
pressure,
Shaq,
he's
not
not showing it.
Not a court, I should say.
There's 49
Reigning
seconds left in
MVP.
the fourth
Nowhere
quarter.
to be found. 45 seconds left.
Outside
Orlando
quarter.
up by 2. Game 6.
From 15 feet away. Good.
Tie ball
A
game.
huge shot to tie it up.
Such
ball
a
game.
skillful pass.
Portland trying to
Porter has a great sense for when and where to send the ball.
send it to 7. Orlando
Now
trying to
here's
take care of it right
This is
now.
it to Skiles. Knocks down the trifecta.
There's a 3.
Ever since halftime, they have been parked
There's
out
a
at
3.
the arc, dropping bomb after bomb.
And who can blame them? When you're hitting like this, you got to just keep it going.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 3. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Magic making a change here. Scott's checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. During that last break, I heard what Rick Adelman was telling his team. His message was clear. Let's not beat ourselves. We came in here with a plan. We executed. We're right in this thing. Keep doing what you're doing. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Cycli. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Just down by 1.
In addition to being a post threat, Cycli possesses a solid mid-range jumper. Nice shot.
Well, you know, he had to stop
Muggsy
the clock,
Bogues
so that
on this
really
team?
was the best thing he could have done there.
Yep, can't just let the other team drain the clock when it's close like this.
Never good to
No,
lose
there's
a
Shaq.
player
We
to
can see him
fouls,
right
but
there.
fortunately, he's not the only talent they have. They got
Apparently
other
he's
guys
too
that can
tired to
fill
sit
his
on the
spot.
field or be on the court.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
And what a huge trip to the line that was. Gets them all and makes it a 3-point lead.
To the paint. Money!
Tonight, it's been all about Cycli. He's been locked in, and his physicality hard to match up to at times.
Portland's just not
An
going to go
intentional
away.
foul there stops the clock.
Anderson now.
So the first one
It's
drops.
that first
and that
one.
will put them up by 2.
108,
A
110,
weak spot in
11
his game. You
seconds
can bet
left.
Anderson puts in the work at the line to get better.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Got to get a 3. It's going to be hard to get a good look, but they need a
Porter.
3.
Yeah, the defense is ready for it. They'll be defending line.
And now
Rebound,
an intentional
rebound.
foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Well, I think the foul was the
Come
only
on,
option to stop the
back.
clock.
End this
However,
already.
this is not a guy that you
Mark
want
Jackson
at the line.
was a Nick. Now
He
he's a
did what he had to do. You can't
Orlando
just
Magic.
hope the ball gets past the weak.
This is the first one.
And you hate to have a player foul out, but their depth could be an asset
But if
here,
he sinks the
helping
next
them
one, that might
weather
be
his
the
absence.
clincher.
I think they've got to be happy it's Jackson at the line here.
Might be
He's
the
forward,
clincher,
the leader,
and the game is
he's
clinched.
not afraid of these pressure moments.
And they've
There it
got
is.
the Orlando Magic have
Let's
won
check
the
out the
NBA
Magic.
championship. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. Pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and
It is,
this
guys.
place is going crazy.
Orlando, the fourth straight
The bench
for the
loves it.
East.
The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. Now, let's take you to the presentation of the Larry O'Brien Trophy. NBA Commissioner doing the honors.
And Shaq. He was the MVP and the Finals MVP, as you can see. There we go, guys. All right. Hey, VC. And Shaq with the MVP. Retirements, Bill Laimbeer. Jeff Malone. That's about it. Draft lottery. Here you can see the chances. You got 13 teams here. We're just going to skip to the lottery results. Got to pick up a little bit of pace here. Raptors, Bucks, Timberwolves top the top three. Raptors, as you can see, get the first and the seventh pick. Go from there. The NBA draft. The Raptors pick number first. They pick Kobe Bryant. Here's what I'm saying. Right here. Right there. Kobe Bryant is a Toronto Raptor. And that's what makes simulation so kick-ass right now. Kobe Bryant. Allen Iverson is a Buck. These are awesomes. This is awesome. Nash is a Timberwolf. Oh. Grizzlies are trading with, what is it, Boston? Celtics now are on the clock for the fifth pick, Ray Allen. Ray Allen is a Celtic. The Lakers pick up Stephon Marbury. Wow. Marcus Camby is a Bullet. The Nuggets are going to choose Douglas Diaz. And raising out the top 10, Kerry Kittles is a Phoenix Sun. So, let's talk about the surprise. Kobe Bryant is a Toronto Raptor. Once again, this is why these era things, these simulation stuff is so frickin' sweet. And Allen Iverson is a Buck. And the Lakers, instead of picking up Kobe Bryant, they get Stephon Marbury. Amazing. Simply amazing. I'm going to go to the off season now. And we're going to change our team. And we got to pick the Magic. Where are we? I can't see because of this stupid bubble. Is this the Magic? Look at that. Look at that. Magic it is. All right. Here we go, defending champions as we simulate the regular season. We will see how they do this year. Kobe Bryant is a Toronto Raptor, so we will see how that goes. Kobe Bryant's in the East, guys. We'll see how that goes. I wonder, should I just be in the middle? Let me try it this way. It's just going to simulate as we go. Let's see if me moving to the middle means a damn thing. There I am. Hello. Because then we can see the team. We can watch the game. 29-14 so far. 29-15 at the trade deadline. Raptors, the Magic have lost to the Raptors right there on January 15th. And they beat the Raptors right here on the 26th of February. But it's interesting being in the East with Kobe Bryant. It's very interesting being in the East. All right, here we go. Interesting. MVP is Jason Kidd. Interesting. Rookie of the Year is Allen Iverson. Not Kobe Bryant. Mitchell Woodson is the Sixth Man of the Year. The Defensive Player of the Year is Shaq. Pat Scott is the Most Improved. And Norm Cousins for the Clippers and Art Curry. Michael Jordan, it's still your era, brother. All right, here we go. Now this works out a little better, don't you think? Charlotte's still the number 1 team. Orlando is the number 4th seed. The Bulls are the number 6th seed. In the East, Toronto for Kobe is the 8th seed. So Kobe is first year and is already in to the playoffs for the West. Same old for the West. Although the Clippers now are the number 1 seed. Utah is not. Oh, yeah, there they are, number 2. Sorry. All right. Simulate the round. Mavericks are the first team gone. Timberwolves are gone. The Heat are gone. The number 1 team, Clippers, have been eliminated. The Bulls, Jordan, once again, gone. Bye-bye. Jordan's gone. This has not gone well for Jordan in his era. He was beaten by the New Jersey Nets. The Magic, the defending champions, have been eliminated by the Cleveland Cavaliers, if I can see that correctly. The Jazz are gone. All right. And Toronto, it looks like we're gone too. So it looks like Charlotte took care of Kobe Bryant and the Toronto Raptors. First round of the next one, the Trailblazers, the defending Western Conference champions, are gone. The Houston Rockets are gone, setting up, Sacramento and Seattle in the Western Conference Finals. The 76ers are gone, and the Charlotte Hornets are gone. So we're going to have a brand new champion. This is very exciting here in year 6 of the franchise, of the season, of the era, I should say. Sacramento and Seattle, New Jersey, Cleveland. The Cavaliers are gone, so New Jersey's in the finals. And the Seattle Supersonics are gone, leaving the Sacramento Kings. So we have the Nets versus the Kings. Wow. Isn't simulation interesting, guys? Game 1 goes to the Kings. Game 2 goes to the Kings. Game 3 goes to the Nets. Game 4 goes to the Kings. And Game 5 goes to the Kings. Kings are your champions, 4-1. And Kenny Anderson is the MVP. And we move on. Player retirements. So we're going to start year 7, which is 98. Everybody's still in. Nobody really of note at this point that I've noticed. All right, let's hit the draft lottery as we get ready for that. There we can see the teams. And we're going to skip it. Lakers get the number 1 seed. The Bucks get the second seed, and the Clippers get that. Clippers get the 3rd seed. Yep, we're at the draft. All right, here we go. Draft. Lakers. Lakers get Tim Duncan. Milwaukee Bucks get Chauncey Billups. The Clippers. Tracy McGrady for the Clippers. The Knicks. Keith Van Horn. The Hawks. Get Ryder. Celtics. Jamal Jameson. Vancouver Grizzly. Troy Butler. Wizards. Gordon Stewart. Wizards again. They trade. Wizards trade to the Heat, and now the Heat will pick Antonio Daniels, Bowling Green. Interesting. And to round it up, the Indiana Pacers, Alex Sloan. Sim it to the end. And Tim Duncan, of course, is the number 1 pick. Let's get going to the next year 7 in the Jordan era. Jordan has been to the finals twice, 1-1 in the finals. We need to go to the Sacramento Kings because we like to follow the team who have won the finals. And now we're going to simulate through the regular season. We've been going on to just about 2 hours here. We are on year 7 in the Jordan era. Jordan won the first 4 MVPs. Then he lost to Shaq, Jason Kidd. He was in the very first finals, Portland versus Chicago, but he lost. He got swept. Then in the second year, he went to the finals against the Lakers and won 4-1. And he has not been seen in the finals since. Charlotte won back-to-back. Orlando won. And the Kings broke a 4-year Eastern Conference run in the finals. So the Western Conference have won their first finals in 4 years. The Kings are holding a 46-26 record. The final push of the year. And it looks like the MVP is once again Shaquille O'Neal. Rookie of the year is Tim Duncan. Mitchell Woodson, 6-man defensive player of the year, Shaquille O'Neal. So Trenis Ilgauskas is a Warrior. He is the most improved player. Very interesting. Norm Cousins for the Clippers and Art Curry once again for the Clippers. Won that. There's your playoffs. Magic have the 2nd seed. Charlotte still at the number 1 seed. Jordan and the Bulls did not make the playoffs this year. First time they have not made it in the series. Kobe didn't even make it. Kobe is a member of the Toronto Raptors. He did not make it. 76ers are out. San Antonio's out. Sacramento's out. Atlanta Hawks. Orlando has been eliminated. The Heat's been eliminated. Dallas has been eliminated. Round 2. Utah's gone. Cavs, bye-bye. Minnesota are gone. And the Pacers are gone. Clippers, Seattle versus Charlotte and or Boston. Seattle's gone, and the Boston Celtics are gone. So once again, the Clippers. All right, so I should probably write the Lakers there. So we have the Clippers versus the Hornets again. The Hornets again. Game 1 goes to the Hornets. 2 goes to the Clippers. Third game goes to the Clippers. Clippers up 3-1. Clippers Hornets now 3-2. And the Los Angeles Clippers won 4-2. Finals MVP is Jason Kidd. And off we go. Player retirements. Magic Johnson has finally retired. Magic Johnson, as you can see, five-time champion for Magic Johnson, 3-time MVP. Larry Nance for the Rockets has retired. All-Stars. Doc Rivers has retired. He was just a one-time All-Star. Craig Elo has retired. Nothing on him. Hot Rod Williams. He was a all-time rookie. We'll go from there, guys. Draft lottery. This should be a very interesting draft lottery because you have the Bulls in there for the first time. Bulls projected for number 8. We're just going to skip it. All right. So as you can see, it's going to be Bucks with the number 1, the Rockets with the number 2, and the Chicago Bulls rebuilding with the number 3 pick. Draft time. The Bucks are on the clock. The Bucks take Dirk Nowitzki. This East is brutal. Number 2, Paul Pierce goes to Houston. The Bulls. Vince Carter go to the Chicago Bulls. The Knicks. Knicks are trading. Knicks are trading with the Pacers. So the Pacers now get to Paul. Blazers get Antoine Jameson. The Nuggets, Brad Bonner. Bucks, Durrell Carl. Lakers get Michael Bibby. Wizards pick up Jason Williams. And the Suns are going to get Stephen Gilliard. So there we can see the draft. Dirk Nowitzki goes to the Bucks. Very interesting how this is all going to play out. And then in year 8 here, we're going to check. We're going to check a draft check here. A bit more paper out. Year 8. I need to go to the Clippers. Excuse me. Right, we are simulating this league now. I think each era is what, 10 years? Is that what it is? So I think we've got about 2 seasons to go. Because we're in year 8. So we've, what, 8, 9? So we are almost done. This has been a very exciting, different simulation, I should say. The Clippers are 29-10, heading into halfway through January. All-Star break 26-12. Who's going to be the MVP? It was Jordan for the first 4 years of the simulation. Who is going to be MVP? Jordan was the first 4 years. Then we had Shaq, Jason Kidd. Last year was Shaq. Michael's been a 4-time MVP. Shaq's been a 2-time MVP. Jason Kidd, who is last year, who is going to be Chris Webber, was MVP. Rookie of the year went to Antoine Jameson. Interesting. Lionel Simmons is the 6th man of the year. Defensive player of the year was once again Shaquille O'Neal. Here is our playoffs. Jordan is back in the playoffs at the 8th seed. The Cavaliers are gone, I've noticed. Magic's starting to slip down. break my heart. Charlotte is down to 4th seed. In the West, the Timberwolves welcome in. The Vancouver Grizzlies are back in there. The Lakers welcome themselves back. So here we go. We're going to simulate the playoffs just for this because I have a feeling it's going to be very interesting. Heat eliminated. Phoenix Suns are gone. Michael Jordan and the Bulls are gone. Again, this has not been his era. It has been a rough one. The Lakers are gone. Seattle Supersonics are gone. The Hornets are gone. Magic is gone. The 76ers are gone. And the Kings are gone. The Los Angeles Clippers back-to-back again. So it was the Clippers and the Celtics making their first appearance in this. Jason Kidd is once again Finals MVP. All right, here we go. Player. Here's the quick player retirements. Draft lottery. Another big one. "13 teams in there. Let's just get right to it. We're just going to skip it. The top 3 are the Knicks, the Rockets, and the Warriors. Those are your top 3 picks. And the draft. The draft for year 9, which is the 2020, or which is the 2000 season. Davis is the number 1 pick. Dave Francis. Or Steve Francis. Lamar Odom goes to the Warriors. Manny Ginobili goes to the Spurs. At least there's some normalcy. Eldon Brand goes to Detroit. Andre Miller goes to the Nuggets. Jason Terry is a Hawk. Richard Hamilton is a Blazer. James McCaw is a Cavalier. And in the 10th pick, Antoine Scott is a Net. Kind of a not such a great series of draft picks. Who won? Oh, the Clippers won, didn't they? 4-2. Yeah, the Clippers again. Let's do it. Who will be this season's MVP in year 9? We have to be coming to the end of the Jordan era. But so far in the simulation, it has been the Charlotte Hornet era, essentially. Year 1, Portland won. Portland has won once. The Bulls have won once. Charlotte has won twice. Orlando's won once. The Sacramento Kings have won once. And the Clippers have won the last 2. So we will see now how this era is going to end. And then we will make an announcement on what we're going to see next weekend. we will call it quits for the evening. MVP, Shaquille O'Neal. That's his second MVP. Manny Ginobili is the rookie of the year. Allen Houston is the sixth man. Defensive player is once again Shaq. And it's Isaac Beamer for most improved. And the Clippers executive and coach. There is everybody. The Magic is the number 1 seed. Charlotte has dropped to the number 6. No Bulls. Bulls did not make it in. Kobe and the Toronto Raptors haven't even made it in. Clippers number 1 seed again. Kind of the West stays the same. It's the East that's kind of rolling through. We are going to simulate through the playoffs again. Pistons are gone. Blazers are gone. Dallas is gone. Seattle's gone. Washington gone. Magic. The number 1 seed Magic. Gone. Hornets are gone. Kings are gone. Pacers have been eliminated. 76ers are gone. And the Lakers are gone. The Celtics have been eliminated, which means the Atlanta Hawks are in the finals. The Timberwolves have been eliminated, so it's the Clippers and the Hawks. And the Atlanta Hawks have won. The MVP is Joe Smith. And they won 4-2 in this retirement. One yet. Here we go. Draft lottery now. This is year 10. Year 10. Jazz get the number 1 picks. Toronto gets the number 2. Denver gets the 3rd. This is year 10 of the Jordan era, and I'm assuming that this will be the last season before the Kobe era starts. But that's just my thought. All right, it's time for the draft. And I think this late into the game, we're going to do this, where we're going to just sim to the end and just see where the picks are. Kenyon Martin goes to the Jazz, number 1. Hudo Kirkaloo go to the Raptors. Stoudemire Swift goes there. I'm not really seeing anything that was exciting. Maybe another dead draft, essentially. All right, guys. Now let's go to the Atlanta Hawks and get going here. All right, here we go. Year 10 in the Jordan era. Jordan's only won once. He won the first 4 MVPs, and he's been out of the playoffs so many times. So it is been very interesting that this is apparently his era, but he has really not amounted to it right now. The Clippers are the 3-time Western Conference champions. They've won twice. They beat the Hornets, they beat the Celtics, but they lost to these Hawks last year. So we are waiting to see now what happens, the Toronto Raptors, don't forget, have Kobe Bryant. Cut that here. And we will go from there. Toronto really hasn't been making some noise. So we will kind of ultimately see. All right, here we go. Coming to the end. Tim Duncan is your MVP. Rookie of the Year is Kenyon Martin. Allen Houston is your Sixth Man of the Year. Kevin Garnett is your Defensive Player of the Year for the Cavaliers. Bonzi Wells is the Most Improved, and the Clippers once again are sweeping the awards. Once again, they are back in the number one spot. Philadelphia is the number one spot for the East. Different looking East. Very different looking East. As we're seeing, no Bulls, no Cleveland, no Knicks. The Celtics are in there, the Magics are in there, but Milwaukee makes a surprise, and Philadelphia makes a surprise. You have a surprise 8th seed in the Washington Wizards. In the West, more of the same for the West. The East, very competitive. The West, not so much. We're going to simulate the playoffs, which I believe is the last playoff. The Rockets are gone. Magic are gone as well. Pistons are gone. Spurs are gone. Pacers are gone. Wizards are gone. Kings are gone. Sonics are gone. Timberwolves are gone. Bucks and the 76ers are gone. Lakers have been eliminated, and the Celtics have been eliminated. We have a rematch of the finals, but this time the Clippers have won the championship. Jason Kidd now is a 3-time finals MVP, and they beat the Hawks 4-1. Jesus. Very interesting. All right, here we go. Michael Jordan has retired after the 10th year. He was a 17-year pro, and he's retiring at 38. He was a 2-time champion, 91, 93. 6th MVP. 4 right here in our simulation here tonight. 2-time Finals MVP, 16-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA, All-NBA, and a 2-time and a 4-time second-team All-NBA. So we have the Michael Jordan era. Well, the Michael Jordan in the Michael Jordan era has ended. Year 10 of our simulation, but he actually played for 17 years. Clyde Drexler, his biggest rivalry, was a 1-time champion back in 92, which is the very first game, the very first finals that we played here together tonight, almost 2.5 hours ago. Just because I like Patrick Ewing, 12-time All-Star. Sad that he never got his ring. Scottie Pippen was a Bull. Just amazing. The draft lottery. We're just going to do this. I'm going to end the stream now. Jordan is officially retired. I want to end it now. As we start the next one, we'll get into the Kobe era at another date. The Warriors #1 pick, the Nets get the pick, second pick, and the Phoenix Suns get the third pick. As we do the draft. Send it to the end. Paul Gasol goes to the Warriors. Gilbert Arenas is a Net. Sean Battier is a Sun. Tony Parker. You say goodbye to Michael Jordan, you get Tony Parker. Trent Miller is in there. Jason Richardson's in there. Joe Johnson's in there. Ernest Paul's there. So we are ready to roll there. We are ready to go to the next season. But this is where we're going to end. We will end in the 2021 season. I'm not really sure where the Kobe era begins in game-wise here, but here's what I'd like to do. We're going to save as. Yeah. We're going to save. I'm going to write that on my paper here. We're at save number 6. Let's just do a quick transaction report. No trades. Signing. Let's see, the 76ers. Nothing. The Bucks. Bobby Sura. Chauncey Billups signed for the Wizards. Nothing going there. The Bulls, Michael Jordan left, Scottie Pippen left, so nobody. Tom Gugliotta signed. Cavaliers. Vernon Maxwell signed a 1-year re-signed with the Cavaliers. For the Boston Celtics, nothing has done there. For the Los Angeles Clippers, Terry Porter has signed. Tracy McGrady has re-signed with the Clippers. For Atlanta, nothing in Atlanta's wheelhouse. In the Heat, once again, nothing for that. The Heat signed Isaiah Ryder. Tyrone Hill signed with Charlotte. Utah, nothing this year. Sacramento. Nothing to Sacramento. For the New York Knicks, a lot of signage for the New York Knicks. Keith Van Horn signed to the New York Knicks. But nothing overall impressing. The Lakers. Derek Anderson went to the Lakers. Tim Duncan was drafted by the Lakers. The Magic. Pat Scott went to the Magic, but nothing really there. Damon Stoudemire signed with the Mavericks. Nothing for the Nets. Ron Harper signed with the Nuggets. Mutombo signed to the Nuggets. The Pacers, nothing there. Detroit, Joe Dumars re-signed with the Pistons. Nothing there. The Rockets, nothing there. Spurs, I'm not seeing anything. Suns, no. People just not leaving their teams yet. We do have to watch for the Kobe, and that'll be what we do next time for Toronto. So nothing there. All right, guys, that is it for me tonight. I've gone now almost 2.5 hours. So the Jordan era is over. He is retired. It's over. So now let's see where the league goes from here. Kobe Bryant is a Toronto Raptor, so we will see where that goes. Tuesday and Thursday, join me over on Twitch. We are doing Destiny 2, the Guardian games. I am currently training for that, and we're ready to roll for that. Join me next Friday night. UFC Brawl 7, Gracio versus McCain. UFC series is just like this series. It's a simulation, computer versus computer simulation, where we put the shows together by their record of previous shows. Okay, Alexia Grasso is the women's flyweight champion, and she will take on Molly McCain in the main event of UFC Brawl 7. Also in UFC Brawl 7 is the return of Cain Velasquez to the simulation, the UFC simulation. So look forward to that. Other than that, guys, I thank you very much. We will do this again. We will continue. We will continue to the modern era to see where everything fits in. Thank you so much for joining me for the 2.5 hours. Hopefully it was a lot of fun. I had fun with it, so hopefully you had a little fun with it too, to see where we were. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and let's just have some fun. That's all that this YouTube channel is about, just having some fun with some simulational stuff. Baseball in 2 weeks. So NBA will get pushed back probably 3 weeks. But we'll do it again. It'll probably be UFC, baseball, and then right into the NBA again, and we'll continue the new NBA league. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Have a great rest of the night. If you're watching me on demand, catch me live. Twitter, Facebook, anything like that. I always tell you when I'm going live and when I'm not. So anyway, either way, join me on Tuesday, either way, 10 o'clock over on Twitch. For some Guardian games, and then join me next Friday night. This Friday night, I should say. This Friday night, because it's already Monday, for UFC Brawl 7, Gracio versus McCain. All right, peace out. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.